So I am going to share with you, first off, I'm going to coach myself so I can watch this back later when I need to hear it. And I'm going to let you hear what goes on in my head from the perspective of me coaching myself. So I speak back to myself. I don't do the whole glasses thing I'm about to do for you. I'm doing that for theatrical purposes so you can tell the difference between Coach Heather and Student Heather or Coachee Heather. But what I do is I have a conversation with myself in that respect, pretty much around everything. And that is what keeps me focused, keeps me disciplined, keeps moving in the right direction. So I'm going to do what happened. This is what really happened today. So you get a glimpse into it. And so I can play this back later when I'm not feeling motivated to do what I need to do. All right. So we'll start with the role of coach. So Heather, tell me what happened today. Well, what happened today is I woke up, I was tired, I wasn't feeling motivated to do my jump rope training, and I was convincing myself not to take the jump rope. I was going to just go do some walking and do body pump and come home, even though I know I really was scheduled to do the jump rope. And what happened at that point? Did you actually leave the jump rope or did you take it with you? And then what was the outcome? Well, I ended up throwing the jump rope in the car at the last minute. I thought just in case, even though I really in the heart of hearts was not planning on doing it. I got to the gym and I started walking. I took the rope with me into the gym. It's a behavior and habit that I've started to form. And I walked, and then I thought, I could do a little bit. I could do a little bit of practice. So I set my timer for 10 minutes, and guess what, Coach? I totally rocked it. I had one trip up in 10 minutes. I have yet to ever do that. That was phenomenal. I felt on top of the world, and I couldn't believe that I actually rocked that. And it gave me a huge boost of adrenaline because all week long, I've been feeling like every time I jump, I've been just getting snagged and snagged and snagged during my practices. I did a lot more practice this week than usual, but I also was getting a lot more snags. So Heather, what is it that we can take away from this experience? What is it that you have learned from today and what happened, the outcome? Good question, Coach. What I've learned is that I really, honest to God, I know I say this, but this is just solidifies it even more. I cannot wait to feel motivation to do what I need to do. I have to be disciplined and take the rope with me everywhere I go. I have to be disciplined to stay with the program. I have to be disciplined to do the work when I'm not feeling it. Because the reality is my body outperformed any expectation I had. It was my limitations I was putting around myself that was the issue. And so what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to think about this instance every time I do not want to jump because I'm not feeling motivated. I'm going to take the rope with me anyway. I'm going to do the very best I can. If it means I trip up on every 30-second interval, that's what it means. But it also could mean I have a huge breakthrough like I did today, and I would have missed it had I not done the behavior. Perfect, Heather. You're getting this. Exactly right. Because honestly, you're going to have those breakthroughs. You're going to have those weeks where you feel like everything is off. And then all of a sudden, boom, it clicks. It's just like weight loss. It's, you don't lose, you lose. And then you have this huge whoosh on the scale, right? You've got to be consistent with it over time. You may not be as skilled as everyone else that shows up to this competition in the summer, but nobody can take away your heart and no one can take away your discipline, your dedication, and your work ethic. Think of all that you've accomplished. You've lost 170 pounds. You've maintained that weight loss since 2012. You've done it not by the grace of luck or just feeling motivated every day. You've done it because you've shown up and done the work. That's the differentiator. You built a business when you had toddlers and babies at home by working at night, and there were many times you were not motivated to record podcast episodes. You didn't have the energy. You chose to do it anyway. Look at what you built for yourself with your business. There were times when you were paying off your debt and you had to say no to all the things you wanted, that you wanted to give up and go spend the money, and you chose not to. Look at where you are now. You're debt free. You're saving up. You're disciplined enough to save up and buy a car. All of those things you've chosen to embrace that are hard have gotten you from where you were to where you are. That willingness to work on hard is all that you can control. And you, my dear, have always shown up and done the hard work. This is just one more thing that's going to require you to do the hard. But when you look back at this, you're going to be amazed at where you came from. Just a couple weeks ago when you signed up for this, you couldn't go 30 seconds without tripping up. Now you've gone 10 minutes with one? That's insane. Be proud of yourself and realize that where you will be come the end of June will be light years ahead of where you are now, because you're going to show up and you're going to do the practice every day, whether you feel motivated or not. Thank you, Coach. I really needed to hear that. And you're right. I am just going to keep the jump rope. I'm going to get a couple spare ones. I'm going to keep it in the car. I'm not going to ask myself every day if I'm motivated to do it. I'm just going to assume I will, and I will do the very best I can. The bare minimum at this point, 10 minutes for me. I know that our future together means, or our future plan together is we're going to increase the time from 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to also expand those alternating footsteps from 30-second intervals to 45 to a minute. So I'm excited about that. I'm feeling more and more confident. I'm so glad I did the workout today because I think I needed this mental breakthrough. You rock. Thank you so much.